And the curveball is swung on and missed, and a good pitch there results in a strikeout to begin the afternoon. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Steve, what's the key for them here today?
Well, I think just putting this guy into the stretch early and often. Look to get the leadoff hitter on base to give themselves the best opportunity to score runs throughout the game.
Ripped on the ground to first, and he'll take it onto the bag. And 2 gone now here in the first. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the course of his career. Andrew McCutchen is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Garrett Cole, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, EK?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity, he'll go up and down, the break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Time now to take a look at Terry Collins' Mets starting lineup in this one. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Yeah, you know, I love what the Grandy man, Curtis Granderson, does for this ball club. He works hard at his craft, and he really knows what works for him at the plate.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Cole gets the sign. 0-2 on its way. This is line to left. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Lucas Duda takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Center fielder
Yoenis Cespedes stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
And that's the pitch that's going to give a lot of guys trouble, not just the superstars. That is big-time break right there.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Starling Marte makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard back up the middle. And the Pirates have their first base hit. Into the box, John Jaso. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set. Here it comes. Marte off for second. Pitch outside. The throw right on the money, and he's cut down trying to take second base. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swing and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1. Hit hard toward the right side, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
batting sixth, third baseman
Jason Rogers into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Jordy Mercer set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Backhanded. He'll go the short way to Walker at second for the force, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied. Neil Walker will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. In there at the knees, strike 1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. One and 2 now as that's in there at the knees.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
Still 1 and 2 as he fouls it away. That one bends around the zone, and it's 2 and 2.
Yeah, that's a good pitch there. That thing tried to come back, but didn't quite get there.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Cole's ready. Here's the first pitch. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. Tap fouled at home plate. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Well, if you're just tuning into this game and you're wondering what's going on so far, well, here's the last 4 guys that have come to the plate. Here they are in order, and he's set down all 4 of those guys, all via the strikeout.
Michael Conforto is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. In for a strike, it's 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. Back in Pittsburgh, we get a shot from the city across the Monongahela River. Try to say that 10 times fast. Francisco Cervelli is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Cervelli.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this will land untouched. The windup and the 0-1. Down the third baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. Hit hard up the middle. Cabrera's up with it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Digging in, Garrett Cole, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Darno scoops it up on to first as the throw takes care of him, and it's a quick 2 up, 2 down start to the third. Gregory Polanco will dig in for a second time, a strikeout victim opening up the ball game.
Yeah, and he went down on 3 straight pitches, so he didn't put up much of a fight in that at-bat. Looking for a better one right here.
Granderson is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. Home half of the third. As Drupal Cabrera digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop, Drupal Cabrera.
And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. The pitcher, Steven Matz, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Now batting.
So one man gone for the Mets in the third, and we'll go back to the top of the lineup now for Curtis Granderson. And he takes ball one.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Cole sets the 2-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Marte is under it. And that's the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Coming to the plate now, David Wright. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swung on and chopped up the middle, taken in by Mercer. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
First baseman number 21.
Lucas Duda stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 0-1 pitch. Hit to first. Scooped up. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Josh Harrison is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Scorched to third. Wright has it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Settling in now, Andrew McCutchen. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Starling Marte is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lined hard toward right center. In there, a base hit. John Jaso stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Conforto ranging back, still going back. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Yeah, that runner on second base was obviously going to score easily. I'm not quite sure they would have waved that runner from first, but it doesn't matter now as he's going to have to go back to third base anyway on the ground rule double.
First pitch of the at-bat. Jason Rogers is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Sometimes guys can get keyed up in big spots like this, and that's where that curveball can be a real effective pitch.
Jordy Mercer will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Mercer.
No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
Here it comes, 0-2. Takes this the other way to right. And that'll get down in front of Granderson for a base hit. And to score is the runner from third. It's a 3-0 game.
Now batting.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Francisco Cervelli steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
The relay throw, the tag, and he is out at third, and with that, the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a runner left. To the bottom. Leading off the inning, Yoenis Cespedes, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
Neil Walker is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Now here's his swing, and this is hit well down the line in right. This ball has a chance, and it is gone. A home run. A solo home run here for Neil Walker. And the Mets will cut the deficit now to 3-1. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
After the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Cole has his target. 2-2 on its way. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. Throw in the dirt, but a good job of staying with it that time as he's retired.
the left fielder, number 30.
Michael Conforto comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike two. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Rogers has got it, and the side is retired. Garrett Cole will come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that is through into center. A base hit, and the opposing pitcher gets aboard to kick off the inning.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Hit on the ground to short. To Walker for one. On to Duda, a double play.
The batter,
Josh Harrison will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
And that swung on and missed for strike one. He looks to be back in control now here in the fifth as that swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now.
He's playing right into that big swing from a pitch before. Just throw something slow here, and you probably have him 3 feet out in front.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Here it comes on 0-2. Line toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Andrew McCutchen is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Pirates leave one, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. As Dribble Cabrera will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Into the box now, Steven Matz. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 1 run on 3 hits. And no errors on the Mets line score so far. Grounded to first. Jasso takes it in. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting,
Curtis Granderson will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0-for-2 thus far. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Right side and right into the shift. Mercer is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. They still trail it here 3-1. Starling Marte makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Hammers it to deep right field. Granderson going back. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
now batting.
John Jaso stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Hit to short. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. We'll dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and
On play. Sometimes that's half the battle.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Heading out toward shallow right. Granderson is under it, and the inning is over. The former cover boy, David Wright. And there now is David Wright. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Baseman, David
And here's a fastball called for strike one. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got to look at someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Lucas Duda will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first two trips. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
And he pumps the fastball by him here, 1-2 now.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
And that man right there, he's got to figure out some kind of combination to score some runs for him. They have really been scuffling.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. 3-0 now.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Neil Walker will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the fourth. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Snap throw from the catcher. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets strand one. Score holds, it's 3-1. Jordy Mercer is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Shortstop, Jordy Mercer.
Hot shot towards the hole, and a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
Robles will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with a runner at first.
Through the right side of the infield. He's looking to put something into orbit.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Garrett Cole comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. One hit's all they get. Stretch time coming up here in Pittsburgh. It's the Pirates 3 and the Mets 1. Leading off the inning, Travis d'Arnaud, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Cole into the windup. First pitch on the way. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
Rogers is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
Michael Conforto will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. if you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in as Dribble Cabrera, but a single here could reduce the deficit to only one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still here in the...
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone.
Your attention, please.
A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and the Mets have come back to tie things at 3. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Not much success for these guys through the first 6, but it appears they found the key to unlock their opponent here in the 7th.
Yeah, it's pretty common when you start getting into your 3rd time around against a guy. They've got a much better idea of how to attack him, and now it's starting to pay dividends.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Curtis Granderson will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is McCutchen. He makes the play. Addison Reed will be summoned from the bullpen now, so he'll take over to start inning number 8. Gregory Polanco will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Reed sets, coming at him with the 0-1. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, second baseman, Josh Harrison.
Now in the box, Josh Harrison. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming, here it is. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Now batting number 22.
Andrew McCutchen digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. Now a look and a throw back to second. Back in standing. Into the seats, 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. Starling Marte ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Conforto has it in his tracks, and that ends the inning. So no runs on. David Wright digs in now after lining out in his last try.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
Mark Melanson comes on now trying to keep this ball game tied. David Wright will be the batter. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, having a pretty nice one with the bat. Multi-hit games are always nice to come by.
And a first pitch knuckle curve is a called strike. 0-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And a good 0-2 pitch there, but Wright able to lay off to make it a ball and 2 strikes. And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away. Lucas Duda will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
And it's quickly 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Yoenis Cespedes stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2. Push softly over toward the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. Still tied 3-3. John Jaso gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
John Jason.
Any adjustments.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
And in a tie ball game already, that would have been a tough way to let the go-ahead run get on base. But luckily, this is a nice play behind the plate to make sure that guy doesn't get down to first.
Jason Rogers is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Not the greatest at-bat thus far, as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Granderson. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting,
Jordy Mercer digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game.
now batting, catcher.
Francisco Cervelli strides to the plate with 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run over at first base.
Yeah, and the key here is don't try to do too much. At least move the line and get it to the next guy. It's not really easy to score a guy from first all in one swing.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Hard liner toward short. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. Another look as he goes way up to get that one at short. Time for a quick break, then back to PNC Park after this. Neil Walker strides in to lead us off here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Second baseman, Neil Walker.
Rounded down the third baseline. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting,
Travis d'Arnaud stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And here's a ball hit in the air. On the move is Polanco, but this will wind up being a foul ball. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. To short, hit hard. Mercer has it. On to first, and there were 2 down. Michael Conforto steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
In there, 1-2 now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. McCutchen going back. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So they can't get that winning run home, and that Michael Morse is up off the bench to pinch hit here, so we'll see what he can do to begin the extra frames.
Michael Morse.
Drilled on the ground to short. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th. Gregory Polanco will step in. A ground-out victim as last time. Reed's ready. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
That is the hardest first pitch to look for because you just can't wait long enough. Not only is it a hard pitch to hit, but it sets up everything else you have.
On to first, and it's a very quick start to the 10th. Already 2 away here.
The batter, number 5.
Striding into the box, Josh Harrison. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And remember, he jumped all over that first pitch, so don't be surprised if he does it here again.
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Stepping in, Andrew McCutchen. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Hard hit ball to second. Walker has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for Pittsburgh. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Neftali Feliz will come on here to start the home 10th, and all he's looking to do is get this one to the 11th inning. Digging in as Dribble Cabrera. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, and this is his power side from the left side. He's got quite a bit more pop in that bat hitting left-handed.
Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball one. Line drive to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Wilmer Flores will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 4, Wilmer Flores.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. A look at the hit totals there into extra innings. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out. Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. Runner around second now, headed for third. And he is in at third safely, so the winning run is 90 feet away with nobody out. Curtis Granderson will stand in now, hitless to this point, but with a chance to be a hero here.
Well, he knows better than anybody in that lineup that one swing could make up for a whole game's worth of struggles.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
McCutchen on the move. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And the Mets are going to walk home a winner.
Well, you really just needed to get something up in the air here, and this one does the trick as he drives in the winning run here on a sacrifice fly.
Not a lot of offense to go around in this one.